zone who snapped the ball down there quickly for Lebanon, as those big linemen can cover some ground for Lebanon on kick coverage. Terry, that kick.
Tommy, the kick by Schaefer, good for 35 yards. Chauncey returns it 10 yards to the Hendersonville 33, 7:53 left in this ball game.
Henderson now sends receivers out. The lone running back in the backfield is Corey Hamilton. Back to pass. Fired over the middle. Intercepted. Big Jonathan Forrest got it at the line of scrimmage. At the 30, goes over the 25 all the way down to the Hendersonville 23. That's his second of the year, isn't it?
He put those big paws up in the air, and just like he did against Gallatin, he goes up and snatches it right out of the air. And back when Monday Night Football was a new thing, Dandy Don Meredith used to sing a little song, and I may wait a couple of minutes before I belt loose a chorus of that. Terry, good run back by the defensive tackle.
Tommy intercepts it right at the line of scrimmage, which was the 33, returns it 10 yards. Lebanon knocking at the door at the Hendersonville 23.
Blue Devils with a 1st and 10 at the Commando 23. 7:44 left in the ball game. Blue Devils up 25-3. Lanning straight drop back, wants to throw. Rolls to his right, looking. He's got Antoine Ross at the 20. Antoine Ross breaks the tackle. 15 to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Great job by both Antoine and Chad Lanning. He was a safety valve. They pump it. Antoine gets behind the defensive back. The pass must have gone 8 or 9 yards in the air. A lot of it hang time, and they flip them into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tommy.
Outstanding. John, you've got the call of this PAT attempt by the Blue Devils.
Okay, Tommy. Unbelievable. The pop fly goes again for the Blue Devils. Antoine Ross, in great form, breaks about 3 tackles, scampers into the end zone. Miller into attempt to point after. The snap is back. It's up. It's long, and it's good. Woo! It's 31-3. 27:29 to go in this contest. 32-3 correction on the score. This sideline report is brought to you by the folks at Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon. We haven't mentioned this all night, but if we can hang on, we may be going to the playoffs.
We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Time of the night. Lebanon takes advantage of a turnover and turns it into a touchdown. It only takes Lebanon one play. Chad Lanning to Antoine Ross, a 23-yard touchdown pass. Miller kicks the extra point. It's 32-3. There will be a week 11 for these Blue Devils.
And I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but Antoine Ross just faked a couple of commandos plumb out of their britches down at about the 15-yard line on that run.
He was finally able to get a little head of steam under him, and out there in the flat, it's no contest.
Ben Cole to kick it off, long and deep. Goes to the right side. Hendersonville mishandles it, pickles it up at the 15, back to the 20, 25 to the 30, knocked down out of the 34-yard line. Coming out of there like it was shot out of a cannon is Jason Chauncey, a 5'10", 145-pound junior. Brings it all the way out to the 34-yard line. Blue Devils have brought their A game tonight, offensively and defensively.
Adam Dillon on the tackle for the Blue Devils, a sophomore special teams player. Vandiver into the secondary for Lebanon as Logue gets a little bit of a break.
Hendersonville will have a 1st and 10 at their own 34. They've got 7:24 to work on the clock. Hand off to the near side, trying to slide outside. Baird's got him behind the line, breaks a tackle, heads to the far side, and hit from behind and dropped by Luke. Well, I thought that was 50, but it's evidently 60. That's Forrest making the tackle. Jonathan Forrest chasing him down. It's a loss of almost 5 yards on the play.
But I thought they clipped us in the backfield as the running back reversed his field, but no call.
I think everybody wants to go home, Tommy.
6:45 to go in the game.
Decker underneath. Decker hands to the second man through. Loss of another yard. No gain, lost a yard. Adam Swan, I think that was, carrying the football. It was. And he'll lose back to the 29-yard line.
Beefy Martin comes out of the game. A well-deserved break for the senior linebacker. missed a good part of last year with a knee injury. Jones comes out of the game. Vanderveer in a corner. Forrest in at a safety for Lebanon. Baird and Dobson. That's your secondary for Lebanon.
3rd down and 15 for Hendersonville. Decker operating at the quarterback spot, rolls right, wants to throw, going to keep it, turns it upfield. He's at the 30, 35 to the 40, and out near the 44-yard line. He's close to a first down and may have it if he gets a good spot. It's going to be awfully close.
He's right at the stick. It may be just a little short. Nonetheless, the clock continues to run. 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
Now they stop it and going to measure this thing. He's a little bit short, I believe, Tommy. They put it at right on the 44. He had to go a little past 44 for the first down. They will measure, though, however, so let's wait. It's awfully close. It's a little bit shy, inches shy of the first down. And it'll be 4th and inches, and the Commandos have nothing to lose. They may as well go. 5:44, 5:42 is all that remains in this football game. Jonathan Forrest coming out
to a big
ovation from the fans. He's played himself quite a game tonight, but so have all the rest of the Blue Devils. This has been, guys, what you would call a team win.
Probably the finest hour for this Lebanon football team this year. Against a quality opponent, they have hammered Hendersonville.
Hendersonville with a 4th and 1, and they hand it in the middle, and on second effort he gets it as he falls over the 45 to the 46-yard line, and carrying the football was Swan once again, and Swan will pick up about 1.5 yards, and he needed just inches to go.
Last year, Clyde Harville, Hendersonville beat Lebanon by a score of 24-0. Lebanon has taken a full measure of revenge on these Commandos tonight in a game that meant everything in the playoffs.
We haven't handled Hendersonville in the last 2 or 3 years at all, but it's been a different story tonight. Decker to the near side. Got a little running room to the 50, down to the Lebanon 45, stumbles and falls down near the Lebanon 41-yard line. It's another first down. Carrying the football is Jason Chauncey, the 5'10", 145-pound junior. Lebanon might have got a hand on a foot up at around the 50, and he just stumbles forward all the way down to the 41. 1st and 10 for Hendersonville. Blue Devils leading 32-3 with 4:54. And the clock ticking. The clock now, Lebanon's biggest ally. They've got the big lead. Hendersonville on the move. They give it to the far side, trying to cut back up the middle, and Trice really sticks him. Then he breaks a tackle and is hit by Jesse Lee Dillard. Trice really popped him, and he got out of that somehow, and then Jesse Lee Dillard comes up to finish it off. They drop him back at the 42-yard line, where it will be 2nd down now and 12 for Hendersonville at the Lebanon 42. Clock running. Still waiting to hear Tommy sing.
Well, let's wait just a minute. It's coming.
Decker underneath. Decker hands off to his fullback, and he don't get much. Big number 58, Mr. Miller. Introduces himself to Derek Pirtle, the fullback, 6'2", 180-pound sophomore. He gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, got a yard to the 41-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10 from that point.
You know, John, I'm kind of glad you and I and Tick didn't make that bet about 2.5 weeks ago.
Me too, Tommy. We wouldn't have any hair at this point.
3rd down and 10. Decker rolls to his right, wants to throw, now going to run. He's at the 40 to the 35, hit and dropped from behind. As making the stop for the Blue Devils was Brody Farrell from behind. Farrell will knock him down as he gets inside the Lebanon 35 down to the 33-yard line, and it will bring up 3rd down, or it will bring up 4th down and 2 for Hendersonville at that point. But the clock is ticking. There's only 3 minutes left here in this one.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. This one's done, folks.
Pretty good. We got to get you some accompaniment.
Like a chainsaw.
Terry got to play the guitar.
Like a chainsaw.
Decker puts a man in motion and hands it to Swan, and Swan gets a couple of 3 yards. Still on his feet, running hard, barrels over the 30, carries a Blue Devil with him all the way over the 25 down near the 11 and 24 yard line. Swan picks